Okay, so Minecraft slash Feed the Beast, I guess. So I haven't uploaded a video in a while, and that is because I have very crap internet, but every once in a while I'm able to sneak in a peek. So I've recently been playing Feed the Beast with Omnishade, and I was bored, so I was just gonna show you what I tinkered together in my practice world, I guess. So let's go. First of all, what's making these things appear midair is these blue goggles called Logistics HUD glasses, which is really cool. All this stuff is mostly logistics piping and buildcraft piping, and then I'll explain that later. So, right now what I've got here is about 16 plus 2 over on the other side. So 20 high voltage solar panels supplying a wide range of MFSUs, which are supplying these thingamabobbers over here, which are, right here is a crafting pipe, and it allows me to request craft recipes. So I can request sand to be made. So I only got 2 of sand right now. Let's order 3 stacks, and then in a second here we'll see it zip down here. It's cobblestone, gets macerated. And that happens. So that happens, and I got 3 of these remote orderers right now. Let me explain that right off the bat. The blue one is the general, I want more of this stuff in my system. The red one is linked to this chest, so everything I order with the red one goes to this chest, and the black one makes stuff disappear. So that's 575 cobble right there. I can request that right now, but I don't want to make all my cobble disappear because it's very hard to make cobble reappear because I have to do it manually because I don't have a quarry going. So let's make 64 cobble, so a stack, and it just goes down this hole and it despawns. So that's what happens with that stuff. So, and over here is my efficient way of making a dumped chest where I just stand on top of here, throw it into the hoppers, and the hoppers file into this chest, and everything gets sucked out of this chest into the system. As you can see, it just gets sucked up on the sides and then goes over there. So over here, I actually found out a way. So request pipes, wireless or not, they make you pick up the item. So let's say I request an item, unless it's hooked up to a chest, it spits it out. So I found a way of making this pipe think that it's putting it into a chest, and that's through this obsidian pipe right here, which it's kind of like a glitch, so it doesn't recognize the obsidian pipe of being connected to the rest of the system. So if this red mark shows that it thinks it isn't connected to any other logistics pipes, so let's just say I picked it, see right now it would throw all the items out at me, but now it would just throw them down here and then shoot them back up into the system, and then the system's like, okay, I don't know what to do with this, let's just send it over here because this is where all it goes. So what this is a storage system, and since I wanted to use multiple chests for it, I decided to come up with this random chancing device. So stuff gets dropped in here, and then it has its random chances of picking a route and going to either any of these chests, but the thing that tells all of those items to go this way is this, oops, wrong wrench, where do you go? This basic logistics piping, which is default route yes, and so anything that I drop into the system gets pushed back there, so it's like a backup site, I guess. Over here is a crafting table thing where I can craft anything like a normal crafting table. and I can also request items, so I don't have to get up and go to another place. So let's say I want to build a furnace. Even though I have the recipe in one of my crafters back there, I can do it manually by requesting, let's say exactly 8 cobblestone. 8 cobblestone arrives. I make my furnace. I craft my furnace. And it's done. So, and then I can push it into this X, and that basically puts it back into the system. And then I can click anything out of it, and it goes away. These chests are always filled with stuff. I don't actually need that in there. I don't need that in there either. There. It'll always keep 120. What's up with this? Did I change the thing? I did change the thing. You don't need that. Take that second stack out of there again. So there. That's what that does, and then you go over here and shift click into it, and then it goes back into the system. But basically what this does is it keeps at least one of each item in the system at all time. And I'm a jerk. So. Okay. I don't know. There we go. There we go. One of these days I'll learn not to click the top of these chests with a wrench. So that's what this is. It's like a keeping, and this always keeps wood in it. This always keeps stone in it. This always keeps bricks in it. I don't have bricks actually being crafted yet. I could add it in pretty easily though. And then over here I have the macerators. So right now, what this the result cobblestone result cobblestone result cobblestone means that if I let's go in here and request more cobblestone than there is in this system, it would start taking the stone and turning it into cobblestone. So, and the same thing for sand. I can actually, with sand, also I have this thing set to make glass. So these induction furnaces create glass if I wanted to. And then it just puts it back into the system. But this is my most recent addition. It's the craftamation, I guess. It's just a bunch of crafting tubes connected to a bunch of logistic crafting tables, and they craft pretty much all the basic recipes, I guess. I haven't put swords in there yet. I guess I could do that. So it crafts sticks, boats, levers, wooden staircases. So let me see here. I don't have any wooden staircases, so let's order a stack of those. Oak wood staircases. We should see the oak wood get down here, then it'll to-do, and then it'll just tell you how many things it got, and then just ships the staircases back here, then it sends them through here and puts it back into the system. Since it doesn't know where to put them, it sends them to the randomator, I guess I should call it. And what keeps the randomator from going back is that if they hit here, they just go back into like a buffer and come back. So 8 of them went into here, 8 of them went into there, none of them went there, 3 of them went there. Yeah, so that's how that works. So I can pretty much request any of those crafting items over there. Let me see here. What could I show? I could show lever, yeah. But what's more interesting is if there isn't enough items of it. So this chest, it just shows. So if once stuff goes into this chest, it disappears off the grid pretty much. It doesn't exist in the system anymore. So what I can do is request, what should I request? Something that needs double work. I can request all the sand, wrong one. I can request all the glass, so 128 plus 1 request, and then all of the sand. Oops, that's a little too much. 190 request. I'll pull the sand out of the sand chest at the end. Yeah, I don't have a sand chest, never mind. It'll just suck all the sand out of there. And now if you notice, I have 0 sand and 0 glass. But now if I go here and say I want 192 of this, then what it'll do is it'll suck the cobble, macerate the cobble into sand, and then the sand will go and make glass. So, if you think about it, it's a less evolved version of AE/ME. I mean, it's very, very resource intensive. Don't let me fool you there. It's very resource intensive, just like AE. But oh, I used the wrong one to grab this. I was thinking about maybe making like a lever, so whenever I feel like it, it flips, and then I can pump these items back into the system. But I don't know, maybe. But yeah, this just creates all the glass that I need, and then what's happening to my oh, and then let's say I want to take all the stone. Well, I could do that. I can go even further and take all the cobblestone. Take off 70 there. Request all the cobblestone. And in here there's actually one last cobblestone. But it's always going to keep it there. It's making more cobblestone. That's interesting. Because it always wants at least 64 in here. So that's what I mean by smart AE system. It goes ahead and says, okay, I don't have 64 more of this. Please go craft some for me. And then it's, okay, I'll craft some more for you. And I do indeed actually have all the stacks of stone that I wanted in here. But let's say that doesn't exist. And let's say that there's no more cobble. We can go ahead and a maximum of 100 now, I think, because, oops, I need to click that. Missing 28 cobblestone, which is 100, so I only have 100 stone, so, oops, wrong button. 3, request, and then it requests all the stone in the entire network, and it creates more stone. Macerator's going wild, and it's requesting all of it into this chest. When will I learn? Long time, apparently. But you gotta watch out which one you use, because I've made the mistake right now of not putting it into the right system, so there's no cobblestone. I have no resource to make any more stone, so what I will now do is break this chest, pick all the items up, go here, and shift-click everything in. Because that's the smartest thing you can do. And then you can go here, and F-click one of those, break your circuit in the minute, and be stupid about it. So I'm going to link this black booklet with this one. And then you can see I have 351 stone in the system. And what it does is it adds this provider pipe back here. It adds this provider pipe with all and any stone that are currently in the system. So if I add this, it'll go in. The only downside to this entire system is that anything traveling through the pipes the second you click on your little booklet is not registered. So all this is not, but you can hit refresh and it'll update your glass. The thing is, it'll go down because it's leaving the sender. It'll not be on the system until it re-enters the chests back here, because I have provider pipes hooked up beneath them, which is providing all the stuff in the back here. So once all that is done, see numbers going and fluctuating. It's really weird sometimes, because you're like, where's all my stone? I want it now. Nom. But the stone here, where is it? This should work. I think it should work anyway. I can request request all this stone, and I was stupid about it. Wasn't I? I was. Yeah, because since it's going to a request pipe, it's going to assume that... See, I'm learning with you guys. It's going to assume that the stone is not going to be used and like come back into the system. So when the stone comes back into the system, it's more for the system like, wait, what now? There's more stone in here? Okay, he must have dumped it in somewhere. So it's going to treat it like totally new stone. So let's say this didn't appear here. And now we don't have any more stone left, do we? We do. Crap. You. Eat this stone. Oof. Example's going terrible because I keep forgetting where I put my stuff. But now it's all gone. And over here I was having trouble with the recall system. It wasn't sharing all the items, so I did that and it started working, so I'm happy. But now we don't have any more stone. Let's request 128 of it and then connect this back up and it'll do all that crap. So this is a relative short episode, but I was actually going to record myself adding the water pipe system to it. So water is actually any liquid. So we can have combustion engines and stuff like that going. But what I was going to do first, actually, was add stone recipes in here. And that one's empty. So I can request myself a bunch of sticks, because actually I just need 4. Maximum. So we can see how that works, can't we? We'll request wood. You know, that's something I haven't thought of yet. Requesting wood. I don't actually think I have the recipe for that back there, which is kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Because what good is oak wood if you can't actually have the wood? So what you do is you click here, click there, use your wrench, right click there, and hit import. And now it's officially in the grid. So now I can request. So I can hit here and see, okay, I can craft wood now. What else? So what I was going to do is going to put a stick and get myself cobblestone. So cobblestone should be cobblestone in here. No, cobblestone shouldn't be a far trip. That should replenish itself. Yes, indeed it does. I'm so proud of myself for making this thing work. Okay, that goes there, and that goes above that. And wrench it. Hit import. Okay, this. 2 of those. And the cool thing is it doesn't actually need multiple stones to make a recipe, so you actually just need 1 stick for all the recipes you're going to make here, probably. 1 stick and 1 stone, because you're not going to make more than... Because it's not like an actual crafting table, I guess you would say. And a hoe. Stone hoe. The only downside is, I tried this earlier, and you have to have 1 crafting table per crafting pipe, or like 1 device, or crafting table, because the crafting table is the actual thing that saves the design. This only tells the system, yeah, we can make this. While systems like this, you can hook up multiple, which is really useful, because these are more expensive than those crafting tables. But I guess if you really were such eager, you would make an AAE system. But if you can't make an AAE system, then you're stuck with this. What else could you make? You could make wood. I only have wood. What don't I have? Craft. Good question. What do I not have? Oh, I know what I don't have. Let's go fancy schmancy and build this then, shall we? Oh, that doesn't exist. Okay, then let's build that. That works too. Import. What is this then? Stone brick wall. Recipe. stone bricks at the top. Oh, stone bricks. Derp. Let's request those, shall we? I want to do that. Wrench. And my second booklet. Stone bricks to my terminal, please. And the cool thing is, while you're walking over to your terminal, it's already there. So, unless you can fly, in which case it doesn't really matter, I guess. Doom, 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 doom. And wrench click. Import. Ta-ta. Okay. What else can we add? Eesh, that's a good question. I guess we could look up the rest. The cool thing, we could look up the recipe. So the thing is that you don't really want to, what's it called? You don't really want to, this is like the most basic thing. So let's say you really just want a bunch of easily spendable items over here. That's what you make these things for. You make it for automatically crafting stone and glass and cobblestone and sand and torches and levers and boats and staircases, so that you can at any time grab into them. You don't want them to automatically craft stuff that you don't usually use that much. So you don't want it to, well, you could have it automatically craft the MFSU for you, but in order to do that, you have to pre-craft, like you have to have one of those crafting tables for every single item that goes into an MFSU. And let me look that up. MFSU. There we go. Recipe. That didn't work. Or recipe. Why doesn't it work? Meh. There we go. So you need one for the MFE and the advanced circuit and the advanced machine and this. You need this crafting and recipe and that crafting recipe, and it's just a bunch of work. So you have to have a lot of time on your hands, and then like one of these entire data storage banks would be just for one MFSU, and it's just not worth it, I guess. It's just for day-to-day things. For more complex things, so like yes, you can have it automatically generating the insulated cabling and the circuits, because advanced circuit and advanced machine blocks are actually used a lot, but more the advanced circuits and the copper cabling. But you don't want them to be like constantly made. You just want them to, you don't just want them, the system to know how to craft them, so that you don't have to go around doing it yourself. So you just like a tip is, you want these back here to be stuff that you use on a daily basis. So let's say you actually need a lot of coal and torches. Like let's say you go a lot of mining by yourself instead of having your quarries do it for you. You need a lot of torches for that. So you have a chest dedicated to torches, and you constantly have 6 stacks of torches in one of these chests, and if at any time and space these torches run out, it automatically crafts more of them for you. So I was actually going to see how that worked here. If I take half a stack out, will it automatically make more? Yes, it does. That's nice. And then it goes, and it's trying to replenish, and it's going to be a forever non-ending cycle, because it's trying to fill itself out. So the cobble chest is going to send out more cobblestone to make more stone, and then the stone chest is going to send out more cobble and more stone to make some more cobblestone, and it's just going to go on forever and ever and ever and ever. And whenever these things get back, there it goes, equalized itself. So that's cool. So yeah, you just want a chest for torch. Like, day-to-day things, not too complicated. Otherwise, you start wasting your time. But this system is also really nice for making, let's say, combustion engines. So, let's get into that, shall I? So, why is my caps lock on? That's interesting. Logistic piping. Water pipe, water, liquid basic. Okay, yeah, let's get one of those. Provider, insertion, request, and extractor, I guess. So, I guess when, so I learned about this mostly, I guess. I knew it existed, but I didn't really use it until I watched a Direwolf's plaything of it. So, like this mod showcase. So, my question was, do you, like, anywhere these stuff, like these packets of water travel? So, okay, I guess I can easily answer that question myself. So, on one end of the system, let's add a golden pipe. Let's say logistics request pipe. Where'd it go? Not insertion provider. Provider. Yeah, sure. Let's make that a provider. And then tank, water tank. That tank. Let's use that. Tank. Okay. Let's make it a bit taller, because water. And then let's say water. Infinite supply of water. That's nice. Oh, that's just great. I hate when it does that. Okay. There. Ah! Uh-oh. Alert. Oh, crap. What kind of water? Water source. Will you work? You won't. Crap. No, go away. Okay, water buckets then, I guess. Infinite water buckets. Slowly filling water buckets, water. Okay, it's full now. You can provide any and all waters. Okay. So let's say insertion, request, extractor, liquid insertion. I'm guessing that's what that is. What's this one called again? Damn it. To keep stocked. What is it called though? Dang it. We don't need that one. It's supplier. Okay. Liquid supplier pipe. Is that existent? Logistics water pipe. Insertion provider request type. Fluid supplier. There we go. Yep. Water mill. Water. Okay. Supplier. So, if I have my water tank here, should be able to fill it with this water. Liquid water bucket. Keep it. So, I heard this was stocked in that. Ooh, that's not good. Basic piping. Where's the basic pipe? I need a basic pipe. There's a basic pipe. Oh, that's a remote order. Basic logistics pipe. Okay. That should help. Wrench it. A few more thousand. Nope, wrong button. Ooh, gigantic packets, huh? Okay, that's one question answered. Now let's say I go to the other end of my entire system, which is right here. Will this keep me fluid supplier? Keep this thing supplied. Supply with water. 3 buckets worth. Will it work? Question or no question? Oh, it does work. I just didn't see the little animation for it. That's cool. That's cool. Didn't know that. So I can keep water stuff. So I guess that you can then liquid to keep stocked, and then I can have an extractor or something to have it go into a watermill or something. I don't know. I guess that would work, wouldn't it? Or something that needs water, like a steam engine. Yeah, yeah. So, I don't know. I'm gonna figure this out some other time and be more informative next time. See you then. Yes, dude, 101 out. Please like, favorite, and subscribe.